Hi, I'm Emma Knowles, Food and Style Director at Gourmet Traveller magazine. Today I'm going to show you how to make Neil Perry's cassata from his Rosetta restaurant in Melbourne. Let's start with the sponge cake. First of all, preheat the oven to 160 degrees Celsius. Whisk the eggs and the sugar in an electric mixer on medium speed until thick, pale and tripled in volume. Meanwhile, sift the flour and baking powder into a separate bowl. Carefully fold the dry ingredients into the egg mixture in 3 batches, folding gently to combine. Spoon into a 24 cm by 34 cm, 5 cm deep cake tin lined with baking paper. Smooth the top and bake until the sponge is golden and the centre springs back when lightly pressed. Cool the cake completely in the tin. For the ricotta filling, process the ricotta and sugar in a food processor until smooth. Add the goat's curd, pulse to combine, then stir in the grated chocolate and set aside. Line a 22 cm diameter spring-form cake tin with plastic wrap, leaving the edges overhanging. Knead a 320 gram piece of marzipan on a piece of baking paper dusted with icing sugar until smooth and malleable. Roll the marzipan out to a 35 cm diameter round, then line the base and the sides of the cake tin, leaving the edges of the marzipan overhanging. Trim the top of the sponge cake level, trim the edges and discard the trimmings. Halve the sponge cake horizontally and cut a 22 cm diameter round from one end of each half. Cut the remaining sponge cake into 3 cm by 4 cm fingers and set aside. Place one of the sponge rounds in the base of the marzipan lined tin, trimming to fit if necessary. Line the sides with the sponge fingers. Then brush masala all over the sponge cake. Spoon in the ricotta mixture, smooth the top, then place the second sponge round on top and brush with masala. Trim the edges of the marzipan, cover the cake with plastic wrap, weight with a flat plate that fits in the tin, then place food cans on top to weight further. Refrigerate to press and chill overnight. Remove the sides of the cake tin, invert the cassata onto a plate and remove the plastic wrap. Knead the remaining marzipan on a piece of baking paper lightly dusted with icing sugar to soften slightly. Then knead in a drop or two of green food colouring, kneading well to achieve an even, delicate green colour. Roll the marzipan out to a 35 cm by 12 cm rectangle on a piece of baking paper dusted with icing sugar. Cut the rectangle into 2 35 cm by 6 cm strips. Press each piece against the sides of the cake to form a collar, pressing the short edges to seal. Combine the chopped glacé and candied fruit in a bowl, scatter over the cake, cut into wedges and serve.